Do you have cards everywhere in this house? What are you doing? $300,000? You paid $5 for a 10? I would say 90% of them are big name players. Just keeps going. And some people would say that's what's wrong with the hobby.
I can't shower by myself. I can't get dressed by myself.
It's hard for me to say, really, Lee, because I came here not for that stuff.
Cut it off a minute.
Today we're in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and we're back out in New Jersey because we're here to see yet another vintage collection. I feel like vintage collections are maybe everywhere in the Northeast. We're gonna go see a gentleman named Lee who has been patiently waiting for us to come out for over 3 months to see his high-end vintage collection, and it sounds like he's got quite the story to back it up. Lee? Hey. Thank you for having us out today.
No problem.
Can you turn the heat off a little bit out here?
Yeah, what?
Goodness.
The heat isn't the problem, it's the humidity.
Well, thanks for finally getting us out, man. I know we were going back and forth for a long time, so.
All right, come on in.
All right. I see cards everywhere. Is this
well, down
normal?
here underneath, that's my Bowman set that I told you about.
The 92 Bowman set.
And that box is a complete set of the Isley, which I'll show you and you'll tell me.
Which is,
could you help me get that by chance?
That was what on the PSA registry was number 1, right?
Oh, it is one. Yeah. But it was not in that sheet I gave you.
Wait.
Pull that. Pull the whole box.
There's a router sitting on top of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't want to bring down the internet. There you go. So what am I looking at? This is the 76 Isleys.
That is a complete set. I mean, this is a complete set of Isleys plus the other set, the master set. It has the 4 air cards.
Okay.
So.
And they're all 10s.
All 10s.
Sweet Isleys, the disc set. You don't see that often in terms of a set, but he's got the PSA 10 set, which I believe on the registry is number 1. So 76 Isleys. Someone watching this, where did you find these at? They were from a restaurant.
This company made the disc, and on the back they put which restaurant it's from.
Ah.
And I got the Isleys. I decided, oh, this is cool. And
you didn't stop.
At the time, I mean, look, this is what I paid at the time. At the time. Now, I don't know. I've had these for a long time.
We seriously did not waste any time. It's shake hands, some formalities, and Lee was just excited to go take me to the first room, which was full of cards, but everywhere I looked around the house, there's cards. I see $5 on the back of this one. This is Brooks Robinson. You paid $5 for a 10?
No, for the card. I graded them.
Wow, that's cool. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
How big is the set then?
It's 72, I think.
72 disc.
Wow. Which are that? And then
you don't see that every day.
Now this is all kinds of oddities which I just couldn't get out.
Oh, goodness.
But so you got full sets. You got an 89 with Griffey. You got new stuff. You got old stuff. You got expensive stuff. You got cheap stuff. You got autograph. I mean, this is autograph Whitey Ford. That's Whitey Ford.
Mm-hmm.
You can take that.
This is from Historical Autographs. Look at that.
And it's PSA certified.
Well, let me back up for a minute here. We walked into a back room. The viewers watching this are thinking, okay, do you have cards everywhere in this house? Are you that type of collector?
I've been very good about getting them together for you. I spent many a day struggling to get them down, and I got them down. I used friends, I used family, I managed it. Up here, I can't get it out because it's coming down. That's an autograph. That was a giveaway for a Mets game, but in it is good. It's autographed by, you got Jose Reyes and David Wright. I mean, I got it personally autographed at the game. You got Hall of Fame albums, you got superstars, you got rookies, and you You got football. These are albums I just couldn't take anymore in.
Let's take a peek at one. Okay, so I got the Barry Bonds. You
Yeah.
organize them by player, it looks like.
Yeah.
Is this just years of collecting for you? This is all the accumulation of?
Yeah, some of it may be dollar cards, some of it may be better cards. I mean, now this I'm going to show you. This are autographed baseballs. Those are not. Now, this here, take a look at that.
Mariano Rivera. Little commemorative ball, it looks like.
Now, turn it to the side over here. That's from my agency. He came,
nice.
he pitched for, our agency had him come out, and he threw the ball. You got to pay, you got a ball. But here's a Frank Thomas ball. You got Nolan Ryan. You got Ernie Banks.
So some big boys in there.
Yeah.
What type of comic collector were you? Like vintage comics?
I am still a collector.
Okay.
Let's put it this way. I have Spider-Man. Let me show you, for example.
Oh.
Look at what number that is.
17?
I have more.
So this is graded, CGC. Do you grade your comics then too? Is that pretty normal for you?
Ones, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So.
Okay. What's worth more in terms of monetary value, your comics or your cards, do you think?
Cards.
Cards? Oh, okay.
Let's put it this way. I'm going to find it very hard to let my baseball cards go, but I also know that I can't do it anymore and that my wife needs to be set, and I'm going to for my wife, and you know. So it's just bottom line is bottom line. You know.
So you've had some health issues recently.
Yeah. I had a stroke in December, and then about 5 weeks ago, I was riding home on this, and it flipped over, and I broke my humerus in 2 spots.
Goodness gracious.
So, and tomorrow, I finally get to move it, hopefully. I go to my doctor, and I get to start moving it.
Wow. Lee reached out to me, 6 months ago almost now, after he had just had a stroke, was recovering, and said, hey, I need to get rid of my cards. We've been talking for 4 months, and then since that time, you just heard him say he broke his shoulder, cracked his shoulder, and he's recovering from that. So he's going through some health struggles, and I'm glad we're here to potentially help with that situation. Those are some pretty good players.
I think so. There's your Mickey.
Yeah, that's awesome. So this is from Beckett, huh? This is 91?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I reached out to Ty because in December, I had a stroke and I can barely use my right hand. I'm not supposed to move it. I've since broke my arm. I can't really move my stuff and get around and see them the way I like to see them. And I figured that I better get rid of them before my wife left it and she doesn't know what to do with it. And so as much as I don't want to sell my cards and I enjoy looking at them and I still buy them, I'm keeping my 52, well, my 1992 Bowman, I really can't. So I figured I'm going to do something to help my wife. And, you know, thank God I'm lucky enough to have my wife, my family. My son, please God, is going to get engaged and get married this year, and I will help them that way. I'll tell you one thing, having a stroke is very difficult, and it is something that I do not wish upon anyone.
Wow, this is fragile.
Unfortunately, I don't have much place to put the stuff. This is both double certified, it's PSA certified and scoreboard certified.
So is this the 68?
69 World 69. Series, the World Series team. It's got Tom Seaver, Billy, name it. It's got 25 players.
Ryan, Kuzman. So why did you get this?
My wife in 1999. There's a 1-game playoff between the Reds and the Mets to see who would go to the playoffs. Well, the Mets skunked us 6-0. It was called the Allider game. Allider pitcher pitched almost 6. He got 6-0. He killed us. So all the kids in the neighborhood we lived in Brooklyn at the time. The kids came over to my house to watch the game. Not to watch the game, to watch my wife and me go at each other. I mean, it was...
I think I'd come over to watch that too.
Yeah, right?
That's incredible. Yeah, there's the list, right? You're Seaver, Ryan, Tug McGraw, Kuzman. There's some awesome names on there. Man, that's cool.
So...
just keeps going in here. I'm gonna have to set this down permanently. Duke Snyder, little two. This is so Upper Deck did this.
Look at the bottom.
Yeah.
Look at the bottom.
Personal autographs. Upper Deck put out limited numbers of these for a lot of guys, right? I don't remember how many, but
you want to.
Okay, so tell me what's happening with the cards. I've seen you send me a spreadsheet,
Okay,
so I know.
this is the Hall of Fame. Only Hall of Fame cards.
Okay.
Anytime someone gets in the Hall of Fame, I try to get the cards and
Tried to get their rookie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this are all PSA, Beckett, CGC, those type of things. This is more stars and all that just are not in the binders. This has a few graded cards and the rest in here. These are really good rookies. Mike Trout rookie. You got Ken Griffey rookies.
There's just a lot of cards. I'm just gonna grab this right now because it's staring at me right in the face. I mean, there's the 51. Come on. When you say every Hall of Fame rookie, he doesn't. You're not joking. So tell me about getting this card right here, the 51 Bowman Mickey Mantle, which is his true rookie.
Yeah. That is a rookie. There's only one rookie.
Yeah.
It's only one rookie. All right. 52 is a short print because they decided to dump them in the Hudson River.
Yeah.
If they didn't dump them in the Hudson River, it would be just like any other second year card.
No argument for me.
Okay.
All right.
Now that there is not invested, it's
1.5.
Yeah, it's 1.5. It's miscut, but
seeing a 51 Mantle just never gets old. I mean, yeah, that's miscut. It's a 1.5. It's a 51 Bowman Mantle. Come on now. When did you get that? You remember the moment you got that? Was it a big deal to you?
It was just fill the hole. My two big deals were my Michael Jordan rookie, and the Kobe Bryant PSA 10, which I sold. I told you.
I know. Just get
I told you what I got for it too.
Look at that. So tell me the story of the Kobe Bryant rookie again.
The Kobe Bryant and the Michael Jordan.
Well, tell me the Jordan, yeah.
Well, the Jordan, I was walking to work. We have group homes all throughout New York City, Queens, Brooklyn, and my very good friend, was the associate dean of the NYU Law Library. I went to New York with him, and I was walking to the home, and I stopped. There's a card shop. I stopped right there, right in the window, in good spot, was this Michael Jordan. I stopped. I literally stopped in my tracks. I went inside and I asked him if I could see the card. He let me see it. It was $660. And I told him, if I give you $600 right now, will you let me have it? In the end, he said, fine. So I ran out, I went to the bank, and I came back and gave it to him, and I got my Michael Jordan.
That was ungraded.
It was graded.
It was graded, which is a 8?
8.
Okay.
An 8. An SGC 8. It was my first and only SGC 8.
That's a good looking 8.
Yeah.
That's a good looking 8, man. Did you ever think about cracking this out and getting it to PSA?
I did, but...
Wait.
I sent it in the thing. They wouldn't grade it.
Oh, because the minimum grade. What did you put at minimum grade? 8?
I put down a 10. No, I put down a 9.
So for those that don't know, you can send in a card to PSA and you can say, if it doesn't grade this minimum grade, don't grade it.
And
that's what you did.
If I would have cracked it out and sent it to it, might have gotten the grade.
True. What a cool story.
Maybe you'll have it for you.
You just keep dropping the hints. Like
it's from. I have to do it for my. It's really for my wife. It really is.
So help me understand that then. What needs to happen for your wife?
I need to get rid of this. I want to pay off the mortgage and have a little left over. My son, please God, he in August is going to get engaged, and you go have a wedding at the end of the year, and somebody I'll pay for that too.
So Lee keeps saying that he has to sell stuff today, and I think it's important to note that that doesn't mean that I have to buy, right? There's this weird line you have to balance between his need to sell and my desire to buy, and we have to figure out where the middle ground is to make it make sense. So when you're acquiring your collection, were you going and buying individual cards?
I was not.
Were you?
Well, let me change that. I was, but I wasn't. I really got what I liked. I loved taking packs and opening them, and I didn't care. I didn't care if it had a chase card or not. I like cards. I mean, the 92 Bowman is predominantly dollar cards.
It's a massive set.
But if you get in PSA 10, I got some dollar cards that are worth 80, 90, 100 bucks.
Some people would say that's what's wrong with the hobby, and then others would be like, in your case, this is what makes the hobby unique. You've added value to a dollar card.
Let me show you over here. Well, if you look in here, this is a lot of sealed pack, a lot of Pokemon.
Pokemon.
And we'll look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me come over here. Oh, I have to show you this. This is fun. Now, I know he hasn't turned out that good. First of all, I got some. That's the D. Oh no.
So you're gonna spell the whole name?
You got it. I got every one of them.
Gosh. If only you would have picked like Kershaw.
You know,
someone like that from 8.
Here you go.
That's pretty cool.
That's off his back.
Donner's Threads, man, they did it right. This is a great set.
Got
all the Lettermans. Look at that. Inscribed to you, Lee.
Yeah.
Pete Rose.
Yeah, this one is really good. This is good.
Bench, Joe Morgan, and Pete Rose. I love the vertical signatures.
Yeah.
Up the player. That's cool.
Yeah.
You got a lot of stuff in here. Okay, let's. Kurt, somebody. Who's that?
He was a sports writer. Oh, that.
Cool. This is neat stuff.
Got George Foster down there. You got, yeah.
Lee's got autographs coming out of every box. And the one thing I will say, we see a lot of these autographs sometimes in these collections. Everything is authenticated. PSA, JSA. He's done the work to authenticate everything, which adds a lot of value to the collection.
This is all ticket stubs, and on the back of it, I say what was unique about the game.
Oh my gosh, I am so glad we buffered ourselves with a couple extra hours today, because there's going to be a lot to go through. This is when you know you're a real collector. Like, you're putting your ticket stubs in top loaders.
This here is mostly, well, hold on.
Just random Pokemon.
This is not random Pokemon.
Okay.
Look at this.
On collections of this magnitude, you really have to break it into chunks, and he's already kind of done that for me, where you got Hall of Fame graded cards, you got other graded cards over here, and then kind of the rest of the stuff. Just mentally, as I'm running numbers, I'm gonna have to do a good job of just segmenting what these are all worth and making sure it's all kind of whole at the end. 2016, okay.
Those are valuable cards.
All right, Pokemon crew. What's that handful worth right there? No. What's the deal with Pokemon? Why are you buying Pokemon?
My kid. Okay. He's not into it now. He bought it, and now he moved on. Now he's doing not Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! And then tomorrow will be the next thing. But
guys, we travel all over the United States, filming the greatest collections in the United States. Do us a favor and click subscribe. Only 61% of you click it. It would be a huge help, and it'll take you 2 seconds. Click subscribe now. Keep chasing.
could you help me?
What are you doing? Oh my goodness, Lee. You have so many comics. So how you probably have it all itemized. How big is your comic collection? How many comics?
I have about 14,000 to 15,000.
14,000 comics? Are you crazy? He told me that his comic book collection wasn't as valuable as a sports card collection. I don't think so. 14 to 15,000 comics. Somebody walks in right now and says, I'll write you a check for all of it. What is it? What is that worth?
Well, I got my Spider-Man. 300,000?
$300,000?
Probably. I mean, I got Wolverine number 181. I got Spider-Man 300. I got Spider-Man 1 through 440 minus 15. Minus 15 comics.
There's not cards back there, is there?
No, but there were.
Pretty crazy, man.
You don't know what my wife goes through.
Hey, I've met a lot of people like you over the years.
But the difference is, my wife is okay with it.
He sold the Topps Chrome Kobe Bryant rookie PSA 10 for how much again?
$45,101.
$45,101. All right, let's start organizing some stuff here.
Wheaties.
Okay.
Okay. This, wait, let me tell you. This is Sports Illustrated.
Okay. I actually was working off of a spreadsheet. It was about 400 cards, and then I saw one picture with some extra stuff in it, thinking I can fly back tomorrow, but there's a lot more here. I got to be very selective. Oh, it's different players in each of the boxes.
Yeah.
Okay. Donnie Shell and Guild.
This is common. This is common. This is common. This is garbage. I mean, I see how quick we go through this. More repack. All this was upstairs.
I'm starting to think you brought me over here for my muscle.
That is it. That is likely a junior. Oh, that's Tim Raines. That's natural. That's Hall of Fame. That's natural.
That's cool.
This is the non-sports. Okay. Like complete Star Wars sets and other things.
Okay, so we'll set that out to look at for sure. You know, we're going through boxes and boxes of really cool collectibles. Lee loves talking about this stuff, but the reality is I have boxes and boxes of collectibles of my own from other collections. And this type of stuff, while there's this deep emotional attachment because of the memories tied to it, it does not mean it's very liquid or that the market really wants this stuff. It's hard to move, and so I have to be very practical in this situation.
You know, I'm at a point, I can't do this stuff. I can't move it.
Yeah, you moved it enough. You're kind of done with it. Are you going to keep collecting regardless of something at least?
It's in my blood.
You don't say. It's in his blood.
You know, my son, I do it with him a little bit. My 10-year-old, my 30-year-old, he likes his Mets. His David Wright. My 27-year-old collects his baseballs. You know, it's can't believe it. He grew up here and he's a Celtics fan.
How does he survive?
Can I tell you? Last year, he went to Golden State to the playoff game that they won.
Okay.
Can you imagine what it's like?
I bet that's incredible.
Being in Golden State, wearing a Celtics jersey. Granted, it's not like Philly wearing another team, but
yeah, true. What am I looking at? This is just your
truth of the are. That's who's.
This your random extras, or is it?
I mean, no, those are players. I don't know who's in there, but
no Barry Bonds, just Bobby Bonds.
Barry's in the other areas.
Okay, there you go. Let's pick a random one.
That is Donna's complete set. Yeah, that says on the side.
Yeah, I think it's exactly what it says here. There's a lot happening on this table. I'll give you kind of my perspective. Lee's done a great job. I mean, he's put all of his Hall of Fame rookie graded cards here. And I learned the hard way that they have little dividers, little slots for each of these. So I was taking them out. It took me a while to put them back in. This is like the bread and butter. These are incredible. He's got 3 more boxes of graded cards. I would say 90% of them are big name players. Then everything that's not graded, it's kind of hit and miss. I mean, there's some stuff in here that's really nice. There's a lot of fluff that's just probably stuffed in. And then he's got a box over here with like the Skeens, the Trout, some Ohtani rookies, some other stuff that he set out. And then kind of back in here, which we saw all of this. He walked us through. You got autos, you got some sealed Pokemon stuff, you got some random things over here. just like the rest of his house, he's got things just encapsulating collecting over the last 40 years. It's pretty cool. So check this out. You got the 51 mantle, you got the maze, and then it basically goes down the line all the way up to the early 2000s of mostly high-grade rookie Hall of Famers. This right here in these red cases, creme de la creme. What's the perfect scenario for you? You keep saying you got to sell it all type thing, but what's really the perfect scenario?
I mean, the perfect scenario, I don't have a stroke and I keep on going. What's the reality?
What's the reality?
Reality is I have to get rid of it. I would like to pay off my house and have some money to pay for the wedding. That, that's what I like to do. You had mentioned that consigning. You had mentioned that do half. I'm up in the air. I really want to see what you think's best.
Perfect world for me is I buy all your graded stuff, because for me, like that's the bread and butter of what I do.
Yeah.
But I know for you, it's like you also want to get rid of everything else.
Yeah. Now I understand that half of this anyway is that
for sure.
That's. I mean, I donate, you donate, whatever. I mean, but the rest of it, I mean, the binders, the car, the books, the trades and all, but you don't do that. When someone who wants some of it, maybe I got the sealed wax.
Yep.
The Pokemon particularly. I mean, it's 5, 6, 7 tons. I don't know what it is, but but I'm willing. I'm good almost anyway.
Yeah. What's the number that you'd feel comfortable with me buying it all from you today?
If you took all of it, or how do you want? Do you want just to grade it, or do you want all of it?
I mean, what I want is just the graded. But I'm trying to help you out and say, okay, what is it you want for everything?
Let's flip it.
Okay.
Hold the graded, and let's talk about everything else.
Okay.
If you give $20,000 for that, and then the other we consigned, I would do that.
$20,000 for everything.
Everything.
That's not graded.
That's not graded.
So the stuff that I don't want.
No, what you don't want, but there is the complete sets. There is the unopened boxes. There is the Pokemon stuff. There is the I would want to look something like that.
Okay. That would be less appealing to me, because I really want the graded.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, so let's set that aside. Let's flip it around and say, what would you want me to pay for all the graded? So at this point, I am 100% going to rely on Lee giving me an offer. And depending on where that offer is, that's going to dictate what happens next. My gut says the check I want to write is somewhere around $70,000. No consignment, one lump sum.
All the graded, 120 maybe. You gotta figure, because the Michael Jordan's not in there. The my trout thing, the other rat trout in there. The cause they say 160 for that, plus the you gotta figure everything together is 180 if you count everything. Probably 120 about.
Okay.
And I would think 120 maybe.
The reason I ask is I took your spreadsheet and I went through, and you know VCP, Vintage Card Prices. You probably have heard of it before. It's the platform I use when I comp graded cards. I can put it all into one portfolio, and I could say, give me the actual market price of all of this. And I went all the way down your list, your 400 top cards, and it was $128,000, real-time price.
Okay.
That wasn't, so obviously there was stuff that's not included. That's why I was asking what's not on the spreadsheet, because if there's another $30,000 you think on the spreadsheet, that would make sense. It's probably very close to what you think.
I don't know, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
because I can go on PSA right now and look, show you 150, and then it doesn't. But you see, there's some blank prices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would want 120K. That's the number you would feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
For your graded, and you would want $20,000 for everything else.
Negotiable. Yeah. I mean, I want something. I am, like I said, I told you to do things I'm worried about. I'm worried about the house. I'm worried about my son's wedding, and I gotta keep her. This is the most important one. So
well played.
She is. I wouldn't be here. I had a stroke and would not be here without her. Period. I can't shower by myself. I can't dress by myself. I mean, it's I'm, I have my wife. Thank God.
Yeah.
Cut it off from it.
At this point, I've looked at everything, and even some of the binders that I didn't look at, I know what's in there. I'm gravitating towards, let's make a deal on the graded cards. Like, I want everything on the table that's graded. It's easy to comp, it's easy to sell, and it's great for kind of what I do, but I know Lee wants to sell everything. So for him to get this deal done for everything, I think he's just gonna have to sweep me off my feet with a really good offer. I think we're too far off on the graded to make it work. My dilemma is always, I mean, you get it. Like, if I'm going to go write a check.
So make an offer.
I would give you $75,000.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of times you hear the value of a collection, and as a viewer, you might be thinking, well, shoot, you got to pay really close to that price. And as a reseller, you have to think about a couple things. One, the cost to sell. On average, you're going to pay 15%. So let's assume that Lee's collection is at $130,000. If you knock off that 15%, you're now at a net of $110,000. And for me, if I'm going to spend that type of money, at the bare minimum, I want to make 30% on the deal, and 30% of 110 is right around $75,000. Hence my offer of $75,000. Because let's say if it's 120, 130, for me to take that risk in cash, I can't just break even.
But that's like 40% less. What is it? How much? That's a.
Which is why I knew you weren't going to agree to that. I know that. Yeah, but like if I'm spending that much money, it's like I have to be for sure that I'm going to make a good margin, because I know what I can go buy and make good margin. Which is why I texted you thinking, okay, let's come up with a combination to get you what you want.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, you said make you an offer, so.
You don't pay for this, and I understand that, but I still put my love into it, my heart into it.
I understand that.
And
I do understand that.
But you don't pay. I know that, and I understand. But I
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we flew out here for this collection, but I am prepared to walk away. So for me, I'm doing a deal to go make 25% of the deal. I'm going to go outlay 75 grand to make 25%.
I put the graded cards aside. Let's talk about everything else.
What do you want to talk about? Like,
well, what's the price of the other stuff? Also, the unopened Pokemon and all.
It's hard for me to say, really, Lee, because I came here not for that stuff. I came here for your graded stuff. Like, that's why I got on the plane and spent $3,000 to come see you.
Come on, don't go pay it.
This is the reality, right? This is the reality.
It's the reality, but
and because of you, like, okay, so all right, so 75K is too low for you. I get it. Do you want to think through a consignment / cash, or do you? What do you think?
Can we look? Can we look at the stuff? Can we go and look at the stuff?
What do you want to look at?
I want to look at what it really looks like.
So this is, again, from VCP. You can see that the top card is the 51 Bowman Mickey Mantle. That's at $8,100. The 86 Jordan, which he thinks is worth $12, with the market price on an SGC 8 is actually right around $7,500 to $8,000. The 51 Bowman Willie Mays is $6,900. The Jackie Robinson 1949 is $5,300. The 48 Musial $5,200. And the 61 Billy Williams is $3,800, and the PSA 9. I can go down the list. Some of these are going to be priced a little bit higher because, again, it's the last sell. Like, they're pricing the 89 Upper Deck Griffey Jr. and a PSA 10 at $3,500. That's what VCP is pricing it at. Okay, so you had some time to think about it and come up with ideas. What'd you come up with?
Yeah.
Let's figure it out, because
Okay.
I want to make sure we're on the same level ground. And then we went back in there and we looked at what your PSA values were versus my VCP values, and they're actually pretty close. I just want to break this down so you understand where I'm coming from first, and then I have an idea. Let's assume like my VCP was right, $130,000 without the stuff that was not in there. So $130,000 in my mind, I take the 15% off the top. That's my cost of selling. That leaves $110,000. I have to make 30% of the deal for me to put out that type of money. 30% of 110 is about 75. That's where I came up with my number. So it wasn't just like willy-nilly. For me to put out that capital, I want to make 30% of the deal. There's some things that weren't in there. So we could probably sit down and go through all those numbers. We'd have to be here for a bit to do that, but whatever. So one option would be this. I'll give you $60,000 today, and I'll give you 20% of everything that sells in your collection, and I'll sell it all. At this point, I'm just thinking outside the box. I mean, he wants to sell everything, and I need to protect my margins. So a hybrid deal feels like the best middle ground, even though it's really not my preferred way of doing business.
All right, now, okay, all right, let's say, Ra, can you come here? He's offering for the graded only, just on the table, $75,000 or $60,000 plus 20% when it sells. It could be up or down, but I could, let's say, it could go up to $90,000. It could go up to $2,000. I mean, so those are the two options on just that.
That's 20% of gross, by the way. I want you to know that. I'm not going to take fees out. That's a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You want to comment? Get it out of here. You don't care.
Correct. I leave it
Okay.
the decision to you.
All right. Okay, let's come back. I got those two numbers.
Okay.
I want to think about it. Now let's talk about the sealed stuff in there and all the stuff there and all the other stuff. The mic traps and the schemes and all that stuff. And what about all the other stuff?
I would only want it if it's part of the graded deal. We'd have to come up with an aggressive number.
All right, if it's part of the graded guild, what?
Because I want to spend probably $1,000 just to get it back to Kansas City.
I mean, one thing I want to remind you though, you don't have the graded fees for, aside for that little box and maybe some of the Hall of Fame rookies, you're not going to grade much of it. So most of your grading fees are taken care of. And it's with PSA.
Yeah.
And 60%, 70% is 10s. So keep that in mind.
It's in my mind, firmly. It's
All
firmly
right.
planted there.
It's nice to have that done. All right, so what would it be to take all this with with this stuff? The sets, and quite frankly, you got that autograph stuff, which is also authenticated.
Do you like the 20% option? Do you like the upside?
I am considering it.
Okay.
It is a reasonable offer.
Yeah. I think that satisfies maybe both of us in a good
It's
way.
a reasonable offer. I want to hear what the other price is.
I would say, again, I'm not in love with it, so this is just going to be off the cuff here. How about 67,500, and I'll give you 20% of everything that sells as well.
67,500.
It's not worth 20K to me.
No,
I know that's what you're offering.
I understand. 67,500, including the autograph stuff.
I'm just gonna go sell them. So I'll pay you for them, and I'll give you 20% of it.
Make it 10.
Make it 70 even. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Make it 10 what?
No. You said 60 and then 66. I for this other stuff, I'd want 10.
You'd want 10.
Plus
20%.
Yeah. But so that includes a set with the Tiger Woods and the other stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, there are 10 sets there of 86 tops. I mean,
yeah. Okay.
The 86 tops
so
is
70. Let's say if we get it to 140. Okay, so there's a world in there where you're going to get over 100K on this deal for sure.
There is a world, but it's a risk.
Yeah. Part of this is me trying to get you what you want. I want you to know that. Like,
I understand.
Like, my ideal deal is to cut you a check and be done with it and not report back to you. But like, I want to try to find a way to get you.
I know. I have got to find a way to pay off this mortgage for my wife. I got to do it. I've got to help her, and
I'm pretty darn certain that'll get you there then.
I can't take 65 for the other stuff. It's got to come up.
I said 67.5, so 7,500 is what I offered.
7,500.
Yeah.
Make it 8,000.
So 68,000. Are we talking about the graded 2 right now?
Yeah.
Okay, are you separating this? Okay. 68,000 for you today, and then I give you 20% of everything that sells.
Yeah.
150. Okay. Okay, maybe there's a deal here. I mean, I thought we were going to be really far apart, but it sounds like we might be able to get something done. Do you guys want to talk about that first before we agree to anything?
I'm okay. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Just hope it sells that.
It's what I'm really good at. Yeah, I'll find the best way to sell everything.
Within
90 days.
Okay.
Everything will be sold within 90 days. Everything.
I think we can do that.
Okay. 68 grand, 20% off the top for you.
Now, the only one other thing we can talk about, that one set in there. That's the only oddball thing that's still hanging.
Okay.
71.
I think you should include that in a deal.
I don't. 71, and it's done.
I don't think we're going to get 3K for that.
Yep.
I mean, you got a guy that contacted you to give you 2 for it.
To give you 2, he's going to flip it. He's going to turn it and sell it.
That's what I'm going to do.
I know. So call it 70 even, and that's the 2 grand.
Okay. 70 grand,
All
20% off the top.
All right.
God, you're such a tough negotiator. Oh, we gotta go.
Wait. I'm going to try. Oh, God, this is painful.
I'm going to get down there for that. You still got a little grip in there.
Well, I can grip.
Oh, my God. We are finally nearing the finish line. Be sure to stick around after the credits for some important final thoughts.
Thank you.
All right. I'll kick butt for you. I will. There you have it. That was intense for a lot of reasons, because we were juggling all these different options, and at the end of the day, Lee brought his wife over, Rocky, and they talked about the options, and we end up settling on $70,000 for everything and a 20% cut on everything that sells. So I'm going to protect him on the upside a little bit. it's a fair deal overall. I think we can get him closer to what he really wanted out of the deal, and it gives me some incentive to sell it for more. So, which is what I do anyway. So, all in all, what a great collection and what a great family. Wow, that was an incredible day in New Jersey. I, first off, have a ton of respect for Lee and his incredible attitude towards life. There is no doubt him and his wife have been through a ton the past few months, but that didn't stop them from being super warm, welcoming, and one very tough negotiator. You see, we filmed this episode nearly 3 months ago, and since then, I sold through his entire collection of graded cards, minus the PSA 10 Isley set, and we grossed $121,340. That meant Lee and his wife received another check from us for $24,268, bringing their total payout to just under $95,000. Ultimately, we only netted about 10% on the deal, but really I couldn't be happier knowing that we used our platform and our experience to help Lee and his wife tackle some really important life events. Either way, thanks so much for watching, and as always, keep chasing.